Hi, I'm Mitch Shaka, co-founder of River City Futsal. Welcome to our club. This is our story.
River City came about during COVID lockdown. We had discussions. I just left my previous club. We had discussions about it, and then I kind of came up with the idea of why don't we just create our own futsal club? What could be so hard about it? I talked to contacts I had in North America. We were looking at, do we create a branch? Do we create an Australian branch for their club? And they were on board with it, but obviously there becomes a lot of legal obligations. So then when I talked to Mitch about it, then Mitch came back to me and pretty much said, well, why don't we just create something from scratch?
It's something we've always kind of spoken about. It is for 3-4 years before that we always spoke about creating our own club. But it's something that's easy to talk about, but once you go and do it, you don't realize, I guess, what it actually is. Like, creating it is something that we've always spoken about, but I guess never really had the oomph or the push to actually do it until, I guess, Daniel leaving his past club.
And there's always a desire. People always ask us, why do you not play for River City? What makes you want to be an administrator? What makes you want to run a futsal club and not play? Everyone thinks that playing is the best part of it. But for us, we obviously went through a lot of change. What would it be now? Almost 8 years ago, we went through a lot of change. We were both involved in a car accident, and the car accident resulted in me going to hospital and them diagnosing me with a heart condition. It took me away from playing futsal. It took me away from playing football. Naturally, I then went into being a coach, and then when you add in my technical knowledge and on-court knowledge and passion with Mitch's business sense and how to actually run something from the ground up, we can then form River City. And then you start to bring in more stakeholders. You start to bring in the players. The players then start to buy into what you want to do. They then bring friends to the games. Friends then bring more friends. Family come to games. All of a sudden, what started as two of us in the COVID lockdown creating a club on a napkin and joking about, imagine if this club actually took off, to now we're at 1,000 days and we have a fully functioning program from under sixes all the way through to the men's and women's programs. You don't expect it to take off like it did. So yeah.
I think between the two of us, and I can definitely say that, I guess probably one of the proudest achievements that we've had as a club, take out any trophies aside, is we never became one of those statistics of the 70% of startups that don't last more than 2 years. We've surpassed that now. We're going into now our 4th season, our 3rd birthday in July, and we want to build something that's going to be long lasting, not just for us to be a part of, but for the whole futsal community and everyone around our facility at Mansfield and where we are in our area. We want that to become a very community asset moving forward in the future. It's a crazy position. I think as a club, we literally everything I believe a professional club should operate and run, we have basically a commercial program for sponsors. We basically run a full elite program for the players. I guess as a club, we give the head coach whatever he needs to try and build success here and build growth and really build what as a club we want to achieve over the next, or definitely in the first 1,000 days and in the next 1,000, 2,000 days that we operate. So I believe as a club, it's definitely the way we want to go.
As the head coach at River City, a lot of it is based off what I've always wanted to do as a head coach. So curriculum-based philosophy, having methodology for your team, for your entire program, not just the first team. Every team plays to the same curriculum. It's something I've always been passionate about, and then obviously at River City, I can implement that. No one is going to challenge it. It's my idea. Let's get that done. In terms of how it works with players here though, players have come from environments that might train 3 times before a tournament. They don't take training seriously. The training session is to meet their teammates. Whereas here we obviously have a full pre-season program now. Nutrition plans for the players, gym programs. We have a club physio which we brought on. The players' well-being is tracked every 3 days. In terms of the on-court stuff, we have our curriculum set. Every coach is educated under the same curriculum. We can develop the curriculum by having outside conversations.
I think the way that the staff treat the players, they don't treat themselves as people that have to be listened to. They treat themselves as people that want to be listened to. And so they don't demand us to listen, they don't demand us to do what we want them to do. But through the years, like we've grown with them, and so we've got the respect that they have for us that we have for them. So I think it's the respect that we've built together that makes it really close-knit family.
River City Futsal to me is just like one big family. From the start, we started off pretty small. As the years went on, we went a lot bigger. We become a lot tighter as it goes on too. We go through a lot of things together and we keep building and building, and it's just a very, very tight family. The genuine support and care. I know from other clubs I haven't had the same feeling as being here. There's obviously ups and downs through every club that you go through, but it's the actual support that you get after everything. So feeling like you want to quit but being picked back up after, I have never felt that before. So this is very different.
So I think as a club, definitely in the short term, on court, really want to break into that top 3, the FQ Club Championship. I feel that's the best metric you can look at to see the position of your club as a whole throughout SEQ, state titles, F League, to see every team and where they kind of stand within the market, and where your technical program really stands. So on court, I feel like if we can get into that top 3, really push into that, finishing 4th last year. So if we can improve and really push forward, I think it's the position we want to be on court. Off court, I think the biggest thing is growing the brand. Something I believe has been one of the strongest aspects of the club is our brand as a whole, really growing the brand, both commercially, bringing in more sponsors, hopefully lowering the cost of the game for players and making it more accessible. But yeah, I think really growing the brand and really promoting that we are a club for all of Brisbane, and we really want to push that. That is who we are, and that's where we want to be. It's a hard question, but for me, I think it's community.
It's an easy one for me. Passion.
Family. Amazing.
Ambitious.
Passion.
Passion.
Fun.
Growing.
Probably a bit of community.
Our family.
Excellent.
Our family.
Ambitious. Family.
Passion.
Family.
Futsal.
Now you've heard our story. Come join the River City family. We'd like to see one of our games this season. If you can't make it, you can follow us on social media at River City Futsal or at our website, rivercityfutsal.com. Your city, your club. Come get behind us.